Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jwill. Just finished a Wednesday opportunity meeting. We had a packed out house, but I wanted to make a quick video on qualifying and targeting questions, guys. So when you're out there building your business, you're prospecting, you're recruiting, you're able to expedite the process, okay? So number one, let's talk about qualifying questions. So when you're out there, you want to qualify the people that you're talking to. And so what do I mean by that? There's really two kinds of people out there, people that are looking and people that aren't looking, guys. And so you want to spend majority of your time with people that are looking, because the reality is there's what's called a law of averages. And it doesn't matter how good you are at talking to people or how bad you are. It doesn't matter how sharp the prospect is or if they're not sharp. The reality is for every 10 people that you're going to introduce the business to, 2 to 3 are going to be interested and the other 7 aren't. Okay, they're comfortable, they're lazy, maybe they don't want to do something different, whatever the case may be. All right, maybe this just isn't for them, it's the wrong time. Either way, you want to spend majority of your time with the qualified people. So you want to ask qualifying questions to be able to expedite the process. Now you also want to ask targeted questions. So what's a targeted question? Well, let me give you an example. The idea is to pique somebody's interest, show them the opportunity video, and get them on a 3-way close or a meeting, right? So now what you want to do is, my mentor always taught me, spend 1 minute with 100 people, not 100 minutes with one person. And the reason why you want to do that is because, again, there's a law of averages. For every 10 people, a few of them are going to be interested, but most of them aren't. About 2 to 3 will be interested. So you want to go through those numbers incredibly fast. That does 2 things for you. Number one, it lets you keep your sanity, because it's not emotional, has nothing to do with you. It's just simply going through the numbers. And number 2, now you're able to track your business like a business. So you're able to say, okay, I talked to 5 people, I need to get to another 5, and for sure somebody in those 10 people is going to be interested. At least about 2 to 3 people will be interested, okay? So now what you want to do is you want to move from the building the relationship part, right? Using form, which is family, occupation, build a relationship or recreation, and then the message. You want to move from that to piquing their interest very quickly, okay? And the way to do that is ask targeted questions. So let me give you an example. My conversations with people are very targeted, they're very quick and very precise. So I'll give you an example. I don't just shoot straight to the point, because that's like spam, right? So what I do is, I build a relationship very quickly. I'll say, hey, is it okay if I add you? We have mutual friends. They'll say yes. I'll say, great, thanks for the ad. It's nice to meet you. How's your week going? They'll tell me a little bit about their week, and they usually ask me how my week's going. Now, what you always want to do is ask a question. Always answer a question with a question. So when they ask me a question, how's my week going? I'm going to say, hey, it's going great. I'm hanging out with my daughter. I'm traveling. I'm working from home. How about you? What do you do? See, I'm asking targeted questions, guys. I'm asking about their week. I'm building a quick relationship. Then I want to know about their job. I want to know about what they do. That way I can ask them, hey, how do you like it? Or how long have you been in the industry? Or, how's the income in that type of industry or in that type of position? And then they're going to tell me about it. And then I usually ask them, well, hey, do you like it? Or do you see yourself doing that for the next 5 and 10 years? And most of the time, guys, the answer is no, people don't. And what that does, though, that targeted question allows me now to pique their interest. Okay, it allows me to say, oh, really? Okay, well, if you keep your options open, I have a way to be able to make some additional income. Or I can ask them, hey, do you keep your options open to diversify your income? Are you open to making extra money? Are you open to making extra income? Or, I work with some sharp individuals that are expanding right now in the local area. Do you keep your options open? Doesn't matter how you ask it, guys, but you're simply piquing their interest, okay? And the way I was able to do that so quickly is I use targeted questions to be able to move the process along, move the sales process along very quickly, so that way I'm able to get the result that I want. Now, it doesn't matter if they're open or not open. That's irrelevant, because again, the law of averages says for every 10 people I ask that question to, guess what? 2 to 3 are going to be open, and about 7 are not going to be open. And that's 100% okay, because guess what? I'm looking for the lookers. I'm looking for those that are open and willing to do something different to get something different. Now, if you pique enough people's interest, guess what? You're going to show some opportunity videos. If you show enough opportunity videos, guess what? You're going to get some three-way calls or meetings. If you do enough three-way calls and meetings, guess what? Now you're going to be signing people up every single week like clockwork, guys. So again, the way to be able to expedite the process and go from 0 to hero, to be able to go from recruiting 3 people a month to maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 people a month, is by asking targeted questions so you move people along the process and you get them introduced to the business. We're not here to sell, convince, or beg anybody, but we are here to show people another way. I'll see you guys at the top.